Hey guys, this is Barry with FaO&x Outdoors, and we're doing another unboxing video with a company called Jansno X80. And we've worked with this company before. We actually took this bike from Miami to the Keys. FaO actually rode this bike, and we had nothing but problems with this bike. It was insane. But that's just, it is what it is when you're dealing with, one thing you want to do if you get one of these or any e-bike, put some miles on it before you go do a big trip. We unboxed this and literally took it 190 miles. Well, the cool thing about this company is they have excellent customer service. Dude, we were on, not the phone with them, but the WhatsApp. They diagnostic, figured out what's wrong with it, and they shipped us the part. But we finished the trip, but they taught us how to wire it where it could just run off one battery. So, because we had the dual battery on this one. So the customer service, which is, I mean, that's what we want from these, because you're buying direct from China, good customer service, and our product's fixed. You can pay a bike company to do this, and it's going to be right around $350 to $400. And some people in the comments said almost $450. So I want to teach you how to put it together so I could save you some money. We'll ride it and we'll find out what pros and cons are. We'll just see if you like it as well. So you want to keep this box. So open it from the top, have a buddy, whatever, pick it up and take it down so you can keep this box. If you have any issues whatsoever, you can pack this up and ship it back to them. I'm just going to open it up this way so you can see how it's packed. Oh, that green is beautiful. Probably had like some change. A little bit of damage in the box there. Any kind of issues like that, make sure you take pictures of it. Anything in the box, take pictures of it. And absolutely beautiful. Man, this thing's pretty. All I'm gonna do is clean this all up, put it out here. We're not gonna install anything. I don't want you to miss out on anything. So let me just get this cleaned up. There's gonna be quite a bit we gotta put together, but it's gonna be fine. We'll get it together. Let's start with putting the handlebars together. It's just so we can have some control. Let's get this opened up. Oh, that's cool. Something for your cell phone. A air pump. Oh, turn signals. Headlight. Oh, a bike chain. Some tools. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Oh man, I gotta put my own rotor on. So you're gonna have to put your own rotor on. That's weird. But Jensen, I would have you put that on personally. That's just me. That's a safety thing. And I do hundreds of e-bikes. None of us have to ever put the rotor on. I'm trying to open up this little clamp here so I can spin this thing around. Because you want this pretty much straight with the tire. Pretty much started around 11:30, so let's just see how long it takes to put this bike together as well. And now once the bike is put together, I want you to know it's 86 pounds. E-bikes are not light. The bigger the battery, the bigger the motor, the heavier the bike. So, but all right, let's get these handlebars on so we can control this bike a little bit. Alrighty. There's a little graft here where you can adjust where you want your bars, but right now we're just trying to get it on, if you know what I'm talking about. And don't worry about, I mean, this could lay like this, it doesn't matter. There we go. Simple, easy, you got this. Just getting things screwed in. I don't have to fix anything just yet. I'm tall, so I want it to kind of be a little bit like right there. Boom, that should hold everything now. And that's roughly about the middle. I just want to tighten this down real quick. There we go. All right, so realistically, this is done. Is everything on here? I hate that they're cable brakes. This bike is supposed to go 28 miles per hour and it's got cable brakes. Cable brakes are just not the best for e-bikes. This is a $900 bike, but they get them some hydraulic brakes, guys. So we'll ride it and we'll find out what it feels like. So we've got to take all of this off. We're gonna cut these too. That's your axle. Hopefully they got blue Loctite on these. Blue Loctite's like a glue for your threads so they don't come loose. But yeah, there's a little bit on there. I have never had to put a rotor on before. That's crazy. It's a safety thing for me. I don't know why you would have your customer do this. Right there, let's see. So this is a 160, which is typically normal. They did put blue Loctite on it though. That's awesome. I'm just gonna go crisscross, just like if you put on a tire. So we've got the front handlebars on. We're putting the rotor on, and I'm already 13 minutes in. All right, that's done. Is there air in that? It is. All right, put my foot up here, take that off. So I believe your short side is gonna go on your rotor side. And so rotor side's here. Put that there. All right, now let's get this bad boy on. I've got just a little bit hanging off. because it's just got a little claw that's gonna fit on here. There we go. Put the rotor on first. All right, that's on. Let's get my lid on here real quick. Oh, the shoot. Washer's got to go in the inside. I'm making a mistake. Here, let me take it off just a little bit. Let's do on the tire. Washer goes on the inside. This washer goes on the inside. That's my bad. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this nut and washer off. Just makes life so much easier. Push that in. Push that in. All right, come on. Boom. Okay, we got you. It's in. I'm gonna go put the kickstand down. So you're gonna have a washer with like a little lip on it, and it's got a hole right here. You just slide that in. Slide the washer in, and then the castle nut. Make sure your shop floor is clean, and there's the same on the other side. That's just, the washer goes right into the frame. Boom, boom. The tools are kind of subpar here. Usually it'll give you a decent wrench. So it's a 16 millimeter. This other side's not moving, which is awesome. There we go. All right, so you see this right here? This here, the long side needs to go protect the bike. So, which I've never seen that before. That's new. There we go. Boom. And you can tighten this down. Don't worry about not getting it right, or there we go, locked it down, because you can still adjust it. Oh, okay, so they're not doing a, so it's set up, it's threaded too, it's set up for a fender, but okay. I wonder if that's gonna give you any issues. All right, so oh no, let's do the front, let's do the headlight. All right, so typically if you ever get, what these are called are MOPs, MOPs. And most companies, they already have the brackets on here and they're folded, and all you do is pull it out and put the handlebars on. These are not put together. It's got a sticky back. Just put that on there just like that. And it just keeps this from getting hurt, which they put a little rubber piece on here. There's like a rubber thing there. You're gonna put that on and lock that in. There we go. All right, stay. I might have done that backwards. It might have needed to be silver. Let's do that. Let's change it. Because you see this, the chrome on the outside and everything else is black. Let's swap it around. There we go. We're gonna swap this. Here, you're gonna go to this last hole right here. Why won't y'all put these on for your customer? What a freaking pain this is. I can't put it on. I wonder if I take this off and then hook it up. Let's see if that works. Okay, yeah, don't use that little rubber thing. There we go. Got him. All right, cool. That's crazy. We're still doing okay on time. This isn't taking forever. There we go. All right, so here's your Phillips head. There we go. I guess that's okay. All right, I'm gonna put the other one on. Don't put these little rubber things on it. Take that off, and we're gonna put the other one on. I don't think you need to watch both of these, but this is a pain. Jensen, put the rotor on, put these on for them, and all you gotta do is slide them in like that on both sides, and then when your consumer wants them, they just pull them out and then put the headlight on. It'd just be easier for them. But let me put this on and we'll be right back. All right, so let me say something. Jensen, I don't know that a Phillips head is the best bolt for this either, because I'm sitting here trying to tighten it down and we're stripping the Phillips head. So I would change that out, and or if you're not going to, you install it and let the consumer just put this on. That just makes life easy. Headlight's really pretty. Jensen, another thing, a lot of companies will make these sticky, the little rubber pieces, because you have to mount this. You gotta have a washer and a nut, and boom. This is gonna be, because that rubber piece can fall off or move while you're trying to work on it. There you go. That actually was easy. I'm gonna put this on. There it goes. Hold on, let me put that there. Let's go and get the washer and the ready to go. Boom. Got them. Okay, cool. Don't worry about adjusting this just yet. Wait till we get the power connected, and we'll have, we can adjust it where it's shining on your trail. You don't have to do super tight with these. This is plastic and ain't trying to hurt nothing. There we go. So we've got this orange thing here. Let's grab this. Controls. And so red and orange. Here we go. So it's going to be arrow to arrow, and there's a little knot in the inside where you can line it up as well. But there. Just make sure you do that right. We don't want to hurt the pins. There we go. And does this say right or left? It doesn't. Huh. That's weird. Well, we'll find out. Let's, so we've been working on it for 30 minutes. It's 12 right now. You're gonna take this. I'm actually going to plug these in real quick and find out which one is righty and which one's lefty before we start putting these on. All right, so let's go up real quick and turn this thing on real quick. It's fully charged, that's awesome. So it goes this way. That looks cool. I like that. See that? All right, so we got it figured out. Now we can put these on. So we'll pop this off. There we go. Slide it, there's a large hole here. Then we'll slide this in. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. I'll do the other one. You don't have to watch both of these. All right, all put on. It's got this NFC chip on there. There we go. All right, that's. I think you have to hold the plus button. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. You see that? That's nice. And that is cool. Everything's running good here. All right, let's shut this bad boy off. Boom. We'll turn the battery off too. Came fully charged, which is awesome. All right, before we put this, there's your shock right here. Let's go and put these on. I'll be real quick with it so you don't have to, this could be boring, but it's very simple. It's on the silver, that right there, so you don't have to watch me put it on, but I just wanted to show you. It's the silver and it's very simple, nothing real hard about it. All right, let's see what we have to do here. So it's right in here. I need to be able to get this tire off. Come on. I'm gonna have to check the manual to find out how to get this off, because you should be able to separate this. There's a little swing arm here that goes up and down, and this is not coming off. Come to see. Come on. All right, let me see what they say how to get this off. They didn't send me with a manual. They didn't send me with any warranty sheets or anything. There's no manual inside the box. Yeah, that's crazy. Why wouldn't you do that? I'm gonna just take my knife and just kind of cut into it and see if I can get it to open up. All right, well, I'm gonna take my knife and just kind of keep working this and see if I can get this thing off. I don't know what else to do. There's no wire ties or anything holding this from moving back and forth, so I don't see anything else. Yeah, no manual? That's weird. Dude, I had to cut and pry. And I took my hammer and was beating on this. That's insane. But the thing that's concerning me now, it's not moving. I can't get it to flex or anything. I can't get this to go down. Am I missing something? There's no manual. That's the weird part. But anytime I'm putting on a rear axle, like, see this right here? This goes right there. This pivots back and forth. Yeah, I don't, watch this. I'm putting my feet. I can't lift this. Ugh. That is crazy, dude. Why would you make your consumer put this on like that? That's insane. Yeah, that's entirely too tight down there. This has been torqued down way too tight. I was 30 seconds from stopping the review because I've just got the worst luck. Companies send me the crappiest bikes and I don't have enough tools to do this. I can't unscrew this when you've only given me one Allen wrench. There's 2 Allen wrenches on both sides. So how do I supposed to tighten this? Okay, well, I'm done with this review. Let's talk about it. Well, this bike is garbage. Don't buy it. Do not approve it. Jensen, you have a lot of work to do. Don't make your consumer put rotor on. That's insane. I've never heard of that in my life. You've got a bike that goes 28 miles per hour with cable brakes and a 160 caliper. Rotor is crazy. There's no manual, no warranty information. Yeah, the rear swing arm is completely seized. Yeah, it's junk, man. Junk. Start all over. Improve what you're doing. I do not approve this. Not on my channel. I hope anybody that watches it won't buy one either. The last time we did a video with y'all with the X70, the front tire came off because of how you have the axle is garbage. The dual motor, dual battery was absolutely, it wouldn't communicate with each other. We had to tow the X7 probably 70 or 80 miles to finish the trip. The customer service is good. We did communicate with them. It's just working with direct to China, you have to have good customer service. And the more I'm getting information on y'all communicating with me through the comments is going with at least an American brand, American company like Electric, Aventon, stuff like that, where you can actually physically talk to the people in American time. They'll communicate with you and they can ship you stuff really quick versus shipping stuff all the way from China, which actually took probably about 30 days for them to, they didn't even try to overnight it. You can get stuff from China in 7 days. I just want you to know that. So if you're getting stuff and it takes 30, 31 days, 35 days, they're saving money on, they're putting it on the slow boat. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's garbage. Pretty color. And it's disappointing. I just wasted my time. I hope I didn't waste yours. Don't buy that bike. If you do, I'll put it in the description below. But yeah, it's junk. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.